What's going on, guys? It is me again, Luke Tech Gaming. That's where all my iPhones are at. Anyway, today I am going to be talking about the OnePlus 6T and my review of T-Mobile, unfortunately. Um, so if you guys have any questions or comments, leave the comments down below and make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Anyway, by the way, guys, this is Loot Tech Gaming. Sooner or later, it's going to be called Loot Gaming, just Loot Gaming. But I just want to give my thoughts, and I do apologize if the room's a mess, but, um, oh my gracious, it's ridiculous. Let me go ahead and get this set up here. Apparently it's not going to stay up there. Okay, so my thoughts and opinions on T-Mobile. I will get to the OnePlus 6T here in just a moment. But, my first review is going to be T-Mobile, okay? T-Mobile, I would say, good company. Excellent company, I guess. Now, my second thing about T-Mobile is, I have a lot of things about T-Mobile, so there may be more out there. But the first thing, I would just say, like to say maybe is what I call them. So maybe now, so it's T-Mobile, but good company. Here's my second option about T-Mobile, and I hope T-Mobile sees this because this is what I think. Nah, it's okay. Now coming to T-Mobile, like it was like. This is my review about T-Mobile, okay? This is why I'm throwing this out here. Now, T-Mobile, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. You're trying to buy out Sprint. You've done this 5 years at a time, and it hasn't happened yet. Sprint's probably just going to pull away and just go bankrupt because they make money off Boost Mobile anyway, so it doesn't matter. My thoughts and opinions on T-Mobile. It was alright. Not the greatest, not the best, but, I mean, every time I would go to a certain spot to, like, one of my friend's house, and we drive out here, and then we drive back, at his house, I have zero coverage. Zero. Nothing. Now, I upgraded to the OnePlus 6T to get coverage, but it was like, I can't even use the LTE. I can only make a phone call, but it would drop real quick. I could send text messages, but that was it. But my thoughts and opinion on T-Mobile was not the best, I would say. When it comes to customer service, great. They always check on, when you always sign up with them, they'll check on your, every year they'll check on your, how's your service going, how's your phone bill, do you have any feedback? Well, here's your feedback. You're trash, okay? Literally, when it comes to, like, if you're using their service, like, out and about on the highway all day long, you are fine. Or if you're in a city all day long, you're fine. LTE was great. I'll get calls here in a second. Call quality was great. Text messages, I was disappointment. But they were also great when I over voice text. Basically, it was tough decision to leave. It was like, I mean, even though it was okay, but I'll get to that point on there in time. But what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. What happened is I was on the bill cycle, and they ended up lying to me, and I'm not very happy about that. So I left, and, I mean, I'm going to finish paying the rest, whatever due balance is, in time, but not all at once, but in time I will. So I left and went to AT&T and got the iPhone XR for free. Now the only reason why I went to AT&T is because they gave it to me for no money down, nothing. That's because based on credit. It's based on credit, guys. When you go to a AT&T or postpaid store, it's based on your credit. But when I went to T-Mobile, I had to lay $375 down, which was kind of bullshit if you ask me. My thoughts and opinions on T-Mobile, I would say they're kind of liars a little bit. I wouldn't say that, but they're not honest with you completely. But when it comes to customer service, great. When it comes to calls, they're yeah. I mean, when I get in my room here, that was the only time I could use my phone in the house. That's it. No, like if I go out and about, it's fine. But when I make phone calls in my house, they would drop in seconds. So I had to have a cell spot to have service so I can use my service and keep going with it. Yesterday, I got dropped with the cell spot and I was like, oh, this is not happening. We're going. So basically, when it comes to T-Mobile or T-Maybe or whatever you want to call them, I'm very disappointed. There are things that need to be done. There are things that how the coverage is. The coverage was a little bit okay. I wouldn't say the best, but average. LTE was great. Web was great. The calling was somewhat. Texting was somewhat. The pricing is somewhat. They got phone capacity, basically where you go get a phone there. Good selection of phones to pick out what you want. But great on that part. Team members, I would say meh. I mean, it's not their fault. They just sell the phone, but that's technically T-Mobile's fault. T-Maybe is what I call them now. So it's here and there. It's like they're okay. They're really good there at the store. They know your name. They go, hey, Luke, what's going on today? What can I help you today? They'll repeat the name. They get to know their customers, and they're great. Well, the only thing I do have a problem with is when you lie to your customers. That's a no-no. That's when you don't want to lie to your customer. Because if you lie to your customer without him, or she, or he knowing about it, they will leave. They will not tolerate it. They'll either stay and pay off and leave. They're not going to tolerate that crap. So, it is what it is, T-Mobile, so, it just happens. Now, I'm going to get right to the point now. That was my review on T-Mobile. To the OnePlus 6T. Is it worth it? Yes. It's a good phone. Price range, I don't think it's worth $580, to be honest, with T-Mobile. But that's what they sell it for. Would I get it over an iPhone? I would say I would rather you get the iPhone instead, because if you text on this thing, literally, it keeps backing out on you when you send a text message. When you make a phone call, basically, it depends what company you get. I mean, if it's on lot, if you want to get the OnePlus 6T, my opinion is to go on eBay because it's cheaper. That's what I should have done, and then just left. It has a good pictures, good camera on it, good web, good data speeds. When it comes to T-Mobile, data speeds are good. But still, the OnePlus 6T, the only one issue that has is when you send a text messages or virtual voicemail, which I did not get, it's a downsize. It's like, it's not even worth paying for. It's not. Now, if you want to get it and bring it in, I suggest you do that way because you get better. Now, the processor on this thing is beautiful. The front-facing camera, as you can see, is great. No flashing. There's a little bit of spurring a little bit. Like a little shadow up here, but that's okay. That's just reflecting off the light. But anyway, like I said, T-Mobile is the greatest when it comes to data, but anything else, depends where you live. If I suggest to you, if you live in an area where I live, like if you have no service in your house, you can't make no phone call, and you literally have to go outside just to make a phone call, get a cell spot just to be safe. Because an LTE one, because it's not an ending process. Sometimes the LTE doesn't work, and I'm not going to pay for something that is not going to work. So that's how I am. So I left and I went to the best company, AT&T, because not only that, postpaid, is because the iPhone XR has the same processor as this. I could have brought this phone in into AT&T, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to come having this issue, keep on the issue. Um, but I ended up getting an iPhone, and I love it. Good phone. I just wish T-Mobile would get their ass in gear and get their heads out their ass pretty much and step up and go, well, we don't need Sprint. Because it's not going to happen, I'm telling you. That's just my opinion. Everyone else's opinion is different, but in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. But when it comes to customer service, you don't wait on hold very long. You're in there within maybe 5 minutes, and you're in. I was paying about $75 a month for what I'm paying now with AT&T, and I went up to them and I looked at their coverage map. I get 4G LTE in my house, and it actually works. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do just to basically to get your money's worth. Am I going to pay them back? Yes, unfortunately, because I still have a bill, still have to pay, but I'm done after that point. So the phone's unlocked now. I can leave. I can choose if I can use it. I'm going to use it as a backup. If something happened to this while it's getting fixed, I would use the OnePlus 6T, in my opinion. Now, the processor is, it's a hit and miss, but, you got to do what you got to do. But if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Leave a thumbs up. But now I have AT&T. I have unlimited talk, text, data, everything. I do use the Wi-Fi a lot on my phone. That's only because I usually don't really need that much data because I am always on the Wi-Fi when I'm at home. But signal, call quality, text quality, I haven't dropped yet. But the other day when I was playing Fortnite on my live stream with one of my friends, basically what happened, the call was kind of fading out, which I was I wasn't very happy, but I was very disappointed about it. So I want to point that out. If you guys see that, go to the store immediately and try to find out why is this happening and why am I paying this much for this phone. So if you're not happy with your device, in the terms and conditions, it says under T-Mobile's terms and conditions, not happy as, this is the short way of saying it, if you're not happy as a customer, you can leave or return the device and finance another one. If they can't get you on that jump demand and you still want a new phone, just play out of your pocket, why not? But do not pay for that device, just return it, leave it alone. Or try to, if you have insurance, jump to another phone at least, because this phone, when it comes to texting, it is so bad. They need to fix that problem. But the update's great, and I looked on Geekbench. It was just fine. I was pulling a lot of download speeds fast, around 100. Apparently, I'm not getting that with AT&T now, but I don't care about speeds. I mean, as long as I'm getting over 8 megabits per second, that's fine. But I have unlimited data. Anybody that has Cricket, I go over them, and if I'm in the location, I go over them over the tower because postpaid always comes first before Cricket. Prepaid would always be on the bottom. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and do a speed test for you guys through AT&T. Well, there's gonna be a huge difference between. It's just T-Mobile doesn't have the coverage, but when it comes to AT&T, that's different. So the only thing that's different about AT&T and T-Mobile, they're both GSM, but the only thing that's different is their data speeds. That's it. So let me go ahead and go to this right here and let this download. This is only going to take 1 minute because I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm going to switch off the Wi-Fi, turn on my singular data, and show you how fast my speeds are. This is going to be a somewhat long video, but hey, that didn't take very long. It's already done. That's why I love my Wi-Fi speeds. Alright, let's turn this off. Next, allow, done. Okay, my internet's AT&T. I'm loading it right now. Where's AT&T in Columbus? I want to find that. Okay, so the nearest AT&T is that. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a speed test. Okay, I'll have to turn it. This is my download speed. It's okay, it's average. It's pretty fast. I only have 2 bars in my right corner. Oh wait, I have 3? No way. I have 3 bars. Let's go to upload. Now, sorry about that. Speeds may vary during time and congestion depending how fast it is. The upload's not very good in my area. I may have to get a cell spot. Yeah. I'm going to run that test again, make sure, see what happened. I don't care about the download, but I'll go ahead and show you guys. And then I'll show you what I'm getting. I'm pulling about 33 download. That's an excellent speed. Usually after 10, that's where you want it at. If it's over 10, it's great. Really great download. It'll just take a while. Upload seems to be around not even a megabit. So they haven't throttled me yet, but so yeah, again and again, AT&T's alright. It's not very fast because that's where I live. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Download 32.7 for the first time, and then the upload was 1.80, and then the second download was 57.90, so I got about 60 there. Upload was about 2 megabits per second, but it was 1.95, so it was around 2, I would say. So it's a hit or miss, and it's still enough speeds just to watch YouTube and stuff, you know, yada yada yada. But that's why I use Wi-Fi, because the upload's faster on my Wi-Fi. So when I go out and about all day long. So let's go ahead and delete that. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna turn off my LTE and switch to Wi-Fi. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.